Artie, thank you so much for being here. It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. What's going on?
You know, I'm such a big fan. I'm hanging out at my house in Georgia down here for a little bit. And you said you're on the outskirts of Nashville, right?
Yeah, I have a house north of town in a little tiny little town. One grocery store. I love it.
Oh, really? Nice. So you like to have your space?
Oh yeah, I have like 20 acres out here, and I spend a lot of time out here. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's great. So this quarantine thing has been okay for you because you kind of like to have a little bit of quiet?
Yeah, it's been okay. I miss being on the road pretty bad, but for the most part, I'm enjoying this. It's not too bad. I do have a lot of time to myself, and I'm always a fan of that.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited because you have some new music coming out. Congratulations, A Rock is out this fall. What can you tell us about this album?
I mean, it's my first ever solo record. I wrote every song myself, and I'm proud of every single one of them. There's a few songs that are already out. One Beer is going to be on the record, a song called Boots, and a song called Give Heaven Some Hell. And I'm just excited. I'm really, really proud of it, so I can't wait for the whole thing to be out and just to get everybody's reaction, see what everybody thinks.
Well, my first reaction was One Beer. I love that song, especially with Lauren Alaina and Devin Dawson. What a good collab. How did that come about?
It was really natural. They were already friends of mine. And so when we cut the song and I decided I wanted to have a duet or duo, not a duo, but a duet in the chorus to sing that kind of together, sort of to play the role of the people that the song is about, kind of thing. I just thought of those two separately, and I just texted them and said, hey, I'm doing this thing called Hicks Tape. And I kind of explained the whole thing, and I said, I've got the song I really want y'all to sing on. And I sent them the demo, and they loved it. They said yes, and the rest is history.
I love that. Okay, so I want to talk to you about your background a little bit because you're a songwriter, and you've written a few #1 singles for other artists. So as an artist yourself, when you're writing songs, how do you decide what you give away and what you keep?
I just know. It's really intuitive, but at the end of the day, when the song is over, I just know.
You just have a feeling? It's just a gut feeling?
Yeah. I mean, I just, I have a sound, and if I put too much of my mark on the song and I know it's something I would do, at the end of the day, I just know. And I'll just tell the writers, like, hey, I'm going to keep this one. And you know what's funny, though, is like I've been in the headspace of like writing for this record, and the second that I got done with it, like the second I turned it in, I like called everybody and I was like, I just want to write songs again, like for other people, because like I'm done. I'm not gonna cut anything or put anything out for like at least a year. I was like, I just want to write songs, and so everybody was cool. I mean, because sometimes it's tough. You have a publisher that wants you for other people to sing all your songs, and you have your label who wants you to keep all your great songs, and we've been able to find like a balance. But recently, I've called everybody and I said, I'm just going to go back to writing songs for other people because
really?
I just finished up a record. So
yeah, so in the past, is there any song that you've written that you gave away that you looking back, you're like, oh man, I wish I would have kept that one?
Well, I gave away God's Country, and when we finished it, I said, when we finished writing it, I said, well, I'll cut this song unless somebody like Blake Shelton cuts it within a week.
Stop it.
Blake, he cut it like 5 days after we wrote it.
So that one you're like, okay, that's fine. We'll give it to Blake.
Yeah, because I was gonna hold on to that one, but
that one sounds like I could kind of see the same vibes.
Yeah, I think so, but I think that song was so big because Blake did it, and it was something so different, for him, and that's what kind of brought a lot of attention to it. So I'm obviously very glad that Blake did it.
Who was someone else in country music that you really admire their songwriting or their lyrics? Because I know you're a big lyrics guy. Who else do you love that does a really good job of that, you think?
Eric Church. I think he's got great lyrics. I just think that everything he does is cool, Back in the day, I was a big fan of Paisley. He had songs like Letter to Me, and obviously Whiskey Lullaby, but there's just a million I always liked his lyrics as well, but I would say Eric Church is more my style.
I was just listening on the radio the other day and they played Brad Paisley's Celebrity. And I was like, what a throwback.
Yeah.
When you're a celebrity.
Yeah, that one. It's a good one.
So for you, between writing, recording, and performing, do you have a favorite part of the process?
It's between writing and performing, for sure. There's two different like adrenaline rushes though. Like, I'd probably have to say performing, because like when I first signed my record deal and I was doing interviews, I answered that question saying I think writing, but now I think it's performing, because there's no feeling in the world like having the best show you ever had.
Ooh.
That's better than having like when you leave the room and you know you wrote a great song, like that feels amazing, but it doesn't beat the feeling of walking off stage knowing that you absolutely just like fully killed it.
What's the best show you've ever had?
Probably Chicago, Lake Shake. The reason that it was so good is because I had been an artist for about a year. You know what I mean? An artist. Like was doing the thing for about a year. And we had never headlined a show. We had only opened for people. I did a whole tour with Morgan Wallen. And if we did a headline show, we did like one. And it probably wasn't very good. And we got to Chicago and it was raining that day. And Clint Black I could be completely wrong about this, but I don't think I am. Clint Black was performing the main stage at the same time that we were playing the tent. And it started raining, and from what I hear, Clint Black refused to play while it was raining, so everybody came to the tent.
Stop.
So we had like a good 5,000 or 6,000 people, and everybody knew the music, like everybody. And there's a video that I still have on my Instagram where they're like chanting my name and stuff, and it's just crazy. And that was just the first moment where like I realized this is happening. Like, we're doing this. These are my fans. Like, I'm not opening for anybody. Like, these people are here to see me, and it was just a really, really cool experience. So I would say we've had a lot of good shows since then, but that one just sticks out every time.
Yeah, no, that's a cool story. That's fun to hear. And I can imagine too, you have some rowdy fans, so I bet they go hard at your shows.
Oh yeah, they better.
Well, Hardy, we're so excited for you. A Rock out this September. I can't wait to hear the whole album. What are you most looking forward to post-lockdown? Album's out, we're all free to roam. What are you gonna do?
I just in my personal life, or kind of involving the record?
Both.
Personal life, I'm just gonna keep playing golf and fishing, writing songs.
Fair.
For the record, I look forward to. I'm a comment reader. I'm sorry, but I am. Not to get my not to feed my ego, but I just like to see how people interpret my music. I mean, I like seeing that. I do it for the people. I don't do it for myself. And I just like seeing what people think about stuff. And if they notice, like I'll hide little lyric things in lyrics that some people probably don't get, and it's just fun to read through stuff and see if people understand some stuff. So I'll probably go kind of do a dig every once a week and look through the YouTube and all that and see what people are saying about it.
Okay, so Hardy fans, if you're watching, make sure to comment because Hardy reads them and we need all the conspiracy theories. I'm ready for the lyric theories. Okay, good to know. All right, Hardy fans, let's get into comments. Hardy, thank you so much for being here. So great talking with you, and can't wait for the new album.
Absolutely. It was good to see you too. I'm sure we'll do it again in person sometime.
Hopefully very soon. Thanks, Hardy. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stream all of Hardy's music on iHeartRadio, including his new album, A Rock, out now. And don't forget to subscribe for more country music news and interviews. I'll see you next time.